The ETF hit an 11-month high today. Take a look at that chart, outperforming even mega caps like Microsoft, Alphabet, and Apple, fueled by top two holdings, Tesla and Coinbase, which have doubled this year or more. Most of ARK's other disruptive tech funds with a similar or even better performance. There's ARKW, that targets next generation internet. There's also ARKF, focusing on fintech and blockchain. Both of those rallying more than 60% this year. But, and this is a big one, that marquee ARK fund still hasn't come close to the highs of the pandemic. It was, of course, the poster child of the tech boom during that period, but it has cratered over the last couple of years. It was one of the worst performing equity funds of 22, dragged down by losses in Roku, Zoom, Shopify. Just a few days ago, Wood also sold nearly $12 million worth of Coinbase, right as shares of the crypto exchange reached a yearly high. And of course, missed out on that jaw-dropping rally in Nvidia, which she exited entirely in early January in that flagship fund. Let's get an inside look. Joining us now is Cathie Wood herself, CEO of ARK Invest. Cathie, thanks so much for being with us. Let's start with Nvidia. Walk us through that decision, that process, why you judged that name to be overvalued right as it was taking off.
Yeah, so we started our research on artificial intelligence, actually, when we were studying the possibility of autonomous vehicles way back in 2014. Nvidia at the time was $5. That's on the split basis, $5. Now it's closing in on $450. So we rode it all the way up until mid 300s, mid to high 300s in the flagship. Sold it because we saw the inventory problem brewing. That was a good call. Got back in the fourth quarter when it cratered. And then it just took off after ChatGPT, while all of our other stocks, many of them AI driven, I would say most of them actually, were still very, very weak. Mm-hmm. And just to give you an example, Nvidia was at 25 times revenues, while Twilio, which we think is going to be a huge beneficiary of AI, was at 2 times revenues. So we were making a valuation judgment call. We had done very well, 5 to 350 to 400. And we also kept it in our more narrowly focused portfolios, but took profits there as well.
Taking profits, sure. What makes Twilio sort of a better player to have in your portfolio or your ETF right now than an Nvidia?
Well, I think a lot of people understand that Nvidia is just an incredible play on AI, and it is priced accordingly. I don't think many people know that Twilio, if you use Uber, then the communication around Uber is powered by Twilio. So Twilio has roughly 1 trillion consumer business interactions per year. Now, who are going to be the winners in AI? It is going to be companies with visionary managements, good distribution, global in this case, and proprietary data. Twilio has data on business to consumer communications that no one else has. And we think the secret sauce and the real beneficiaries of AI are going to be those with proprietary data. The biggest one being Tesla. More data on real world driving miles than all the other auto companies and tech companies focused on autonomous in the world.